what is the YouTube algorithm? The YouTube algorithm, how it works in 2025. In 2025, the YouTube algorithm had evolved into a complex tapestry of artificial intelligence and user engagement metrics, weaving together the preferences and behaviors of millions of creators and viewers. The platform, once a simple video sharing site, had transformed into a vast ecosystem where content was not just consumed, but curated by an intricate web of algorithms that learned from every click, like, and share. The algorithm was no longer merely a recommendation engine. It was a digital oracle, predicting what users wanted before they even knew they wanted it. At the heart of this evolution was a shift towards hyper-personalization. The algorithm had become adept at analyzing not just the content of videos, but also the emotional responses they elicited. Through advanced sentiment analysis, it could gauge the nuances of viewer reactions, whether a video made them laugh, cry, or feel inspired. This understanding allowed the algorithm to recommend content that resonated on a deeper level, creating a more immersive experience for viewers. As a result, the days of generic recommendations were long gone. Instead, users found themselves on a unique journey tailored to their tastes, preferences, and even their moods. For content creators, this new landscape was both exhilarating and daunting. The bar for success had been raised significantly. No longer was it enough to produce high-quality content. Creators had to engage with their audience on a personal level, cultivating a community that could respond to the emotional undertones of their videos. The algorithm rewarded authenticity and vulnerability, pushing creators to share more of their personal stories and struggles. Those who embraced this shift flourished, while others who clung to traditional formats found themselves lost in the sea of content. One of the most notable changes in this algorithmic landscape was the rise of niche communities. The algorithm's ability to connect like-minded individuals transformed YouTube into a platform where even the most obscure interests could find a dedicated following. From underwater basket weaving to the intricacies of medieval sword fighting, creators could carve out spaces that felt intimate and welcoming. The algorithm understood that viewers craved connection, and it facilitated these interactions, allowing creators to build loyal fan bases that transcended geographical boundaries. As a result, the YouTube landscape in 2025 was vibrant and diverse. Creators from all walks of life shared their passions, and the algorithm ensured that these voices were heard. However, with this diversity came a new challenge: the saturation of content. With millions of videos uploaded daily, standing out became increasingly difficult. The algorithm's emphasis on engagement metrics meant that creators had to constantly innovate, experimenting with formats, styles, and storytelling techniques to capture attention. Those who succeeded were often those who embraced collaboration, forming alliances with other creators to tap into each other's audiences and share the spotlight. The impact of the algorithm extended beyond creators and viewers. It also reshaped the advertising landscape. Brands, recognizing the power of personalized content, began to invest heavily in partnerships with creators who aligned with their values and target demographics. The algorithm facilitated these connections, suggesting creators to brands based on viewer engagement and brand affinity. This shift led to a more authentic advertising experience, where sponsored content felt less intrusive and more integrated into the creator's narratives. Viewers were more likely to engage with ads that resonated with their interests, and brands that understood this dynamic thrived. However, this new era was not without its pitfalls. The algorithm's focus on engagement sometimes encouraged sensationalism over substance. Creators found themselves trapped in a cycle where shock value and clickbait titles garnered more views than meaningful content. The pressure to produce viral hits sometimes overshadowed the original intent of sharing genuine stories or educational content. In response, a movement emerged among creators who championed quality over quantity, advocating for a return to authenticity and depth. They sought to redefine success, emphasizing the importance of building a lasting impact rather than chasing fleeting trends. As the algorithm continued to evolve, so did the viewer experience. In 2020, 2025, users had access to advanced tools that allowed them to customize their feeds further. They could adjust their preferences, indicating what types of content they wanted to see more or less of, and the algorithm would adapt accordingly. This level of control empowered viewers, making their experience on the platform feel more like a personal journey rather than a passive consumption of content. The algorithm also introduced features that encouraged viewers to explore content outside their usual preferences, nudging them towards new interests and broadening their horizons. The rise of virtual reality and augmented reality technologies also influenced the algorithm's workings. Creators began to experiment with immersive storytelling, crafting experiences that allowed viewers to step inside their worlds. The algorithm adapted to this new format, learning how viewers interacted with VR and AR content, and recommending experiences that matched their engagement patterns. This shift opened up new avenues for creativity as creators pushed the boundaries of what was possible, merging storytelling with technology in ways that captivated audiences. Amidst these changes, ethical considerations regarding the algorithm's influence became a focal point of discussion. The power of the algorithm to shape narratives and influence public opinion raised questions about accountability and responsibility. Creators and viewers alike began to scrutinize how the algorithm operated, advocating for transparency and fairness in its recommendations. As a response, YouTube implemented features that allowed users to see why certain videos were recommended, providing insights into the underlying mechanics of the algorithm. In this ever-evolving digital landscape, the YouTube algorithm of 2025 stood as a testament to the power of technology to shape human connection. It was a double-edged sword, fostering creativity and community, while also posing challenges that required constant adaptation. For creators, the journey was one of exploration and growth, navigating the intricacies of an algorithm that demanded authenticity and innovation. For viewers, it was an invitation to embark on a personalized adventure